All aboard, welcome aboard, and welcome back. It's episode 24 in the Devil's Towers 1969 Max Chaos Games. If I'm sounding like I'm running out of energy, I am kind of running low. It's the end of the day. I don't know how many more episodes I'll be able to post today. We'll see. This one may not post till Saturday. I'll find out the hard way when I go to post it. But the hard part is we only got one single factory. One, count it, and that is this one right here. We got the new vehicle, the Tri-Metro Autoball, I've called it, because it's sitting right where it's serving all three of these communities and actually serves Paulingfield as well when we look at where its customers are. It's us vehicles from Crisis Lots, so we're doing good on that. We didn't have to worry about it, but we've got to figure out how to get vehicles in here. Do we want to truck them in, bus them in, train them in, or how are we getting them in? It's those two methods really. That's really all we get. There is no cargo in the monorail, as far as I know. That's actually a good question. Is there a cargo monorail? I don't think there is. I think in this game, at least in this version, there is only, there is only the mail and passengers. There is no freight versions. So I can carry mail on it. I can carry passengers, but I cannot carry anything else on monorail. So it's those two options, truck or train. So given that, and given the way it's laid out, how do we want to take and rearrange this city to take and make it work? And that's going to take a little bit of working to make the map functional. Especially seeing so, once again, it spawned right on a rail line. It's almost like they think I'm going to dislocate the rail line and utilize it that way. But this is max chaos. Each one gets its own line to create as maximum of a chaos look to the city as the map as we can for the region, and we're going to see just how bad this can get. I'm Callie Jack. This is How Not to Game with Callie Jack, as I said. Welcome aboard. Let's see how much fun we can have. 1 second while I change glasses. I just came in from taking a peek outside, enjoying a nice warmish day in the 50s. And we know that we've only got the one to serve, so it's here. One thing we don't have to worry too much about is its electrical demand. It's only going to demand 23 units of electricity, but it's right here, so we can just do it. Matter of fact, it's so easy to do, we're going to. I think we'll do it right here so that we can have a traditional look to it. If I do a dip and a slope, open up my electrical, drop the line down one, and put in the power grid. We're going to need to upgrade the road and that bridge. That bridge now needs to be a heavier duty bridge. So we're going to close out the electrical, switch over now to the road, and upgrade to a concrete road bridge from here over to here. Let's see if it will let me upgrade it. It will not, so we're going to have to take it out first. Take out the old bridge and drop in a new one. So it's going to be a bridge just like that. And there we go. Go ahead and upgrade the road while we're at it too. Get it at least up to cobbles out to where we're at. And I see a possibility for how to take and run this. And I'm going to run with that possibility. We're going to downplay that. Drop a slope right beside and run another concrete bridge over like that. Now we can take and bring the cobble road over, and we've connected into Rendon. And to get into Springdon shouldn't be much more of a fight. but we'll see how much of a fight it's going to wind up being. The dispatch line is the big issue here. That's actually going to be an advantage and a disadvantage at the same time. I could even do it on the dispatch line. 2-3, it would be a short little train bringing in vehicles. Um, I'm pretty much limited to a 5 train to begin with. And then I'd have to still do a bridge down and try to take and change the way this bridging and the tunnel functions here, which won't work. So we're pretty much toast. We're stuck with what we got, and that's what we're going to have. I mean, I might be able to take and do it. Unpause the game. There's the train taking the vehicles into uh, the Crisis Lot dealership yard, and we've got the new yard, which we're going to put in a bus stop for to get folks out here. Go ahead and take out the excess on it so that we know it's just the tri-motor, tri-metro model mall. And now we've got to figure out how to service trains into here. And you know what? I'm really liking that idea. In fact, I'm liking it so freaking much. No, we're going to do it a slightly different way. And I think I can do this. Making a couple of quick short tunnels. He's going to do a hard turn up and in. There we go. Oh, didn't need the help. Window open. Close the road. And we're going to take and lay a rail. Down inside. Do our slopes for the tunnels. And I think both slopes should function if this works right. First one there. Oops. Yeah, we need one this way, one that way, there, and then up slopes here and here. That's going to go into the tunnel. We need the slope out on that one there. Dig the first tunnel right there. Dig the second tunnel, our third tunnel, and then bring the rail up to the surface. So we're going to cheat, run through all the tunnels as much as we can. There we go. Got it looking better. Now, how to deal with this. I don't mind because that's going to be my connector to take and become the upslope. We're going to take and do a bridge over here. And we're going to make him a little bit longer than normal. For 2 reasons. Out to about there, and then do our train connect up. He'll come in, do a slight jog, and we're going to have him go to an outside line. so that we have room to take and make some more chaos down the road. This is going to be a rather short episode, I have a feeling. Do our platforms. We know this is going to be outbound, but we're going to need another inbound down the road soon. So we'll go ahead and put in the inbound and then do our outbound. We've also got to get a passenger for workers out here. And the workers are coming from Rendon and Spring Cross, mostly from Rendon. So I think a quick little line here, just a little trolley line, might take and be a good option for us. Speaking of which, I've never checked on that other straightaway trolley line. We may need to do that just to make certain those do function without a loop. Let's see what we can find out. So let's go ahead and lay that quick trolley line. We're going to run trolley on standard rail here. And we're just going to go ahead and backside this guy. There we go. Crisis Motors Yards. And of course the Rendon Scrap Yard, which was 2 different yards, which is why we need to take and do a road extension. And we need to merge a station. Now, I don't know if it's going to let me merge into a public station by taking it over. So let's see if it will let me grab that public station. Nope, it won't. I tried to override it. It's still going to be a public yard. Let's see if it will. Merge the station. Merge this into this one. Owned by another player, can't do it. So the option would then be to say that this station needs to become public, which we did. And then dropping this guy in, same thing, make him a public station. Anybody can now tie into those if we have a competitor ever come into the game. All right, let's get those trains a-rolling. We need to take and go grab a train. 2 of them, actually, and we're just going to do 2 quick trains. And then I think we'll call this one a game. And maybe even a night. We're just going to do a quick little trolley trestle train here. Set him up to do that little run. Again, I need him at 33% now. And we're actually going to take it to 50%. I think that's actually a better run. And the reason is I think that we've hit the point where that's now going to be that way. So this is crisis slots. The Auto Workers Express. Oh, we got a bus stuck. We got to figure out what's going on there. Uh-oh. We must have goofed up something. Somewhere along the line. He can't find a route because we don't have a tie-in. But we do have a tie-in for this guy. And we'll find that vehicle in just a second. How do I want to tie him in? You know what? We'll just tie him in off of... right there. I see a good spot to tie him in off of. 2 signals on either side there so that it stops it. Now let's start him. He's got himself away. The question is, does their way ever jam up? And I'm not certain I'm servicing this black guy yet with a train, so that might be good news. We'll be seeing in just a moment. Now for the crisis lots truck. Yeah, we got a speed ribbon for our ferry. Go ahead and close this out for a second. Close out the landline. Come back here to our garage. We need to dispatch. And again, I think just an SD with some auto racks on it. Ooh, that's all too many. So we've got to take and do it with just a three station run. So he's going to come from here to in here. Rotate him so I can see what I'm doing. And only so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, he's not on railroad track? All right, get the station line put up. And there he is. And then we need to blow that station that we just dropped by accident there. There we go. 100% that line. And there's that auto rack. Ready to go. Now let's find this bus and figure out what we did wrong here. Oh boy, what did we do wrong here? Did we put a bus that needs to have a weight on him by accident? I did. Take that off. The long bus does not need to wait there for 100% people. That was an old reflex. That should free up that bus. That's all that was just a goof up. All right. I probably accidentally bumped it out of reflex mode. That frees up all 3 of those buses, and now everything should be rolling straight away the way we need it to. Next thing we might want to do down the road is add in a bus to take and get people over to that new Tri-City Auto Mall. And for that, I think we're going to take and do a special type of bus. Let's go find our nearest bus depot, which is going to be over here. Open him up, park him over here for a sec so he's out of my way so I can see what I'm doing. We need to pick people up at you know what, we're just going to take and use a double decker. Bring him to here. And then roll everybody down to let's add a new stop. I like the idea of adding a stop right here because we now have it. So now if I do this, add here, here, copy backwards. And that should get a lot of people out there to try Metro. So we did a lot of work there, except we've got one more thing to fix. We did not connect up our rails right. There we go. And then make certain that that rail does come through the tunnel, and the way it jerked tells me it did not. So that should get our train functional now. Check out here, that auto rack's just arriving. It loads up pretty darn quick too. We're at 41 and 62%. Shouldn't take us long to take and start making money on that route. And again, we'll take and do a speed up before I leave. This might again be the last episode for today. I don't know. It all depends upon how many it lets me load up. That is always a question that I have to ask, is how many episodes is it going to let me have? Make certain it's into the tunnel. We did it through the tunnel. Everything's looking pretty good. And just so that down the road, in case we get a different type of auto rack to let me take and do it differently, we can take and go to a 4. But I think we're going to be stuck with a 5 on the auto rack. All right. It's been a good day. It's been a good fun day of maximum chaos, and we've added a lot of chaos. These are going to be tough lines to keep servicing. Down the road, we're going to have to figure out a way to get people over to Springfield. I think we'll take and do a bridge here, take and blow this section, make a bridge here, and then make a ramp up for him to take and come into town and get over there and do a bus there. But that'll be another episode, either today, later tonight, or tomorrow. Hey, I'm Kelly Jack. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave comments, likes. Feel free to subscribe if you're enjoying the run on especially Max Chaos days. They are Friday and Saturday. Next weekend will be a different type of game style. We may be doing a different game, either within Simutrans. I might do SimCity. I might also do Factorial. I have not made up my mind 100%. If you guys got an idea on that for the Broken Heart weekend, as I'm calling it, feel free to leave a message or a comment. Thanks for watching. Have a better day than